Hi, this is Scott from Fresh Solutions. In this video, I'm going to configure a default WebSmart Apache instance and enable it with SSL. So in a previous video, you may have watched where we've migrated an SSL certificate from one machine to another. In this video, I'm going to carry on with that a little bit further and configure an Apache instance to use that certificate. So the first thing I'd like to do is there's a number of ways that you can do this. I'm just going to use an emulator and go through in this way, but you could go through FTP to access the config file. There's a number of different tools that you can use. This is the one I've chosen. I'm just going to go into the www directory and specifically into the WebSmart instance and go to the configuration file directory. And let's come in here. So you may have one or more configuration files in here. The main file is the httpd.conf file. So I'm going to go into here. We can just take a quick look with a 5. This is like I said, it's a default Apache instance that I want to configure for SSL. We can see that this one has PHP enabled, and other than that, it's default. Listening on port 8150. Okay, good. So I'm going to now just take a 2 to edit this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a few lines in here for me to add the directives that we need. So I'll just take we'll add 7 of them. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so I've got the directives that we need copied, and I'm just going to paste them in, and then I'll just reformat it and go through each one as I do. You can pause the video and take a look at the configuration, the lines that are within here, and the first one that's here is the load module. You see there's a number of load modules up above, which are enabling different things for the Apache instance, such as PHP. In this case, we're going to need to enable SSL with a module. So I'm just going to move this up with the rest of the modules there. Okay. The next line, there's a comment here. A hashtag is for the comment. But the next line is saying, let's listen on this specific IP address on port 443. So this IP address is mapped to our domain name on this system. So when somebody hits the domain, it's going to, on port 443, it's going to route through to this Apache instance. There's the listen that was here previously. You could have this or not if it's on a different port. So it can be listening on 2 different ports. We don't want that in this case. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this listen down, and I'm going to comment the previous one out. Okay, and then I'm going to just clean this up a little bit here. Perfect. All right, let's just add a line down here. Perfect. Okay, good. So we've got our load module, and now we're listening on port 443. Now you can see that there's an SSL app name directive here. Now this is the name of the application that you created in the DCM and that you associated your certificate with. So you can see how those tie together. We turn our SSL engine on, and then we set the port that we're listening to. This may not be 443. 443 is the default SSL port, but you can be listening on any port for SSL if you want to have that 443 available maybe for another instance, something along those lines. So once you've done that, you can you can save your file. You'll need to restart your Apache instance, and once you've done that, you can start using your SSL certificate. Thank you very much.